Ooh, that bright light.
I know.
So, tell me about 42 years ago.
42 years ago, I was 42 years younger. Ladder.
Well, I know one thing. But that
Not
morning when we had to pick you up, it was a busy, busy day. We were all excited, going to pick you up.
It was the 5 of us.
We didn't know what to expect, and all we did know that they told us.
It was a girl. It was a girl. It was a girl.
And they said that only thing she was going to have was what the clothes she had, what she wore, and everything.
That's right. You're right.
Then nothing else. And they gave us a piece of paper that told us she speaks a little Korean.
Oh, yeah.
And they said that these are some of the things she's going to say, and this is what this is what they mean.
Now it's my turn, Roger.
And you know, one thing I did know, they said she does bow. She'll be bowing, and that was neat. This every time she come into the house, she'd bow. When she leave the room, she'd bow. When she see somebody, she would bow. She's a bowy person. Okay, it's your turn, Ruth.
There was the 5 of us that we went to New York City to pick her up. And there were 9 families. And I don't know how long we waited, but I do remember that we had time to interact with these 9 families. Most of the children were anywhere from 5 to about 9. Anne-Marie and another baby were the youngest ones. And they put down a red carpet and gave them a lollipop to keep them quiet. And I do remember this one child was about 9. And we had to have sponsors to bring him over on this 12-hour flight. And the sponsor took this 9-year-old boy up to the adopted parents and had him sing God Bless America in Korea.
Korean.
In Korea.
Oh, in Korea. I thought it was in Korean.
Boy, this is funny. But it was a blessed day, a loving day. And Roger just couldn't take his hands off of Anne-Marie. It took me about a year for him to have convinced him that we should adopt a foreign child. And then we waited 2 years for her. And he just wouldn't let go of her when she finally came. I couldn't even hold her. And I remember we stopped on the way home to have dinner because it was a 4-hour trip. And we went into the restaurant, and right away they wanted to put her in a high chair, and I said, okay. And then she started crying and crying and crying. And I did order her mashed potatoes because I figured she'd like those, but she wouldn't stop crying, so Ma'am said, get her a Pepsi or a Coke. That'll stop her. And that did. And that was our adventure to New York City.
And that's how she got hooked on caffeine.
So that's how we got. That's my childbirth with Anne-Marie. Not the physical labor, but the emotional trip.
And after we came home... Go ahead. After we came home, every day just about... Jack would come up to the house and back up every day and just come up and see Anne-Marie.
So she would bow.
She would bow. He really enjoyed her bowing like that.
And another thing I'll say is that she had these little yellow moccasins, and I could not take them away from her. Even when we got her first baby shoes, I could not. I had to finally hide them from her, but anyway, I wore these dresses with her that had pants to match the dress, and then I wore the knee socks on her. So she would constantly, at 2 years old, pull down her dress and pull up her knee socks because she was used to wearing like little leggings. And I still have the moccasins, and I don't think... You're not crying, are you? Well, I'm making her cry, so I'm quitting. That's our tale about Anne Marie Miller.
Oh, and I forgot one other thing. In her bedroom there, she got her foot caught.
No, that was her rocking chair.
Her rocking chair.
Got her knee caught in the rung, and I had to get
Because I was
Pat
at work.
Jack to come and get it out. She was just a crying and a crying and a crying. That was all in about a week or two.
And I liked, and when we got her, we had a little T-shirt that said,
Man bought it for her.
yeah, what'd you say? It said,
Fat Korean.
Fat Korean.
That was one of her first presents from Man from Christmas. It said Fat Korean. And that'll end the story.